He was first entrusted with the task of keeping a peace window open with the left parties. And when that relationship broke down, it was up to Pranab Mukherjee not for the first time to be the UPA's troubleshooter and manage life after the divorce. He led the Congress's defense on the floor of the House, and now, like before, it's up to him to handle the aftermath of the trust vote. The Foreign Minister now joins NDTV in his first television interview after the trust vote. Thank you very much, Pranab Mukherjee. Are you a relieved man today?
I won't say I am relieved, but definitely one phase is over. Now let us see what unfolds in future.
There was a lot of suspense when some of the members were writing their votes out on the slips and the whole country was watching on the TV screen. Were there any moments of nervousness at that time?
No, because even when it was flashed in the screen,
yes,
it was I think 253 and 232.
Yes.
So the margin was 21.
Yes.
Therefore,
but even then there were 50 odd votes left.
Therefore we knew that many of our votes have not been recorded, including mine. Oh. Many of them have not noted. Yeah. But even my voting was not recorded, so I had to put it in the slip.
Even you had to put it on the slip?
Yeah.
But coming to the vote itself, of course it's a decisive victory for the UPA, but the opposition is calling it a tainted victory, a tainted vote. And the left's argument, Mr. Mukherjee, has been that you have won the vote but not the trust because of those images we saw of 3 BJP MPs waving 1 crore rupees on the floor of the House. How do you respond to this charge that this is a tainted victory?
There are two aspects of this event which you have referred to. First is about, let us talk of the numerical strength of the respective parties, including the ruling party in the House. Right now, at the moment when we went for voting, effective strength of the House was 541. And immediately after the withdrawal of the support by left parties, Samajwadi Party extended its support. Numerically, if we add the remaining strength of the UPA plus Samajwadi, it becomes majority. Therefore, I contested the argument of leader of the opposition that the government did not become minority even before the actual vote took place.
But all the Samajwadi Party MPs did not stay with the SP, so there is a little bit of a gap in that argument.
No, that is the speculation in the sense, how do I know, how do I assume? I go by the list which have been submitted. As I go by the list which the left parties have submitted, as we go by the list which the BSP parties have submitted, therefore even one of my congressmen have not voted, but these things were revealed after the votes were actually put and the buttons were pressed. Therefore, I said that we were never minority as such. And so far the showing of currency notes and other things and the allegations which they are bringing, all these matters are under investigation. All the materials are with the Speaker and it is for him to decide. Law will take its own course of action.
But wouldn't you concede that it was a shameful moment for Parliament? No matter who's guilty, who's not guilty.
That will be decided when the investigation will be over and other things will subsequently follow. No doubt this is very unfortunate. But at the same time, may I most respectfully remind you that this type of undesirable events take place. In past it happened in 1988 or 89. A briefcase containing some currency notes were placed on the table of the House. A briefcase containing a revolver was placed on the House. Purpose may be different,
yes,
but the fact of these extraneous things happening, sometimes it happens. It is not desirable. It should not happen. But this is.
But don't you think that in some ways many people are saying this is a repeat of 1993 when the JMM bribery case happened? Narasimha Rao was then Prime Minister. One of the courts even convicted him. There is talk, Mr. Pranab Mukherjee, that with 10 cross votes at least, some money had to have changed hands.
I do not know. Unless investigation takes place, it will be premature for many of us to make any comment.
But given what everybody is wondering is that in the run-up to the vote, many of the UPA managers were telling the media that there would be at least 10 abstentions, and that's exactly what it turned out to be. So the opposition is saying, how did the UPA know this? And this has to have meant that some bribes were offered, either political in the form of cabinet berths or monetary.
No, I do not know who said it. Somebody might have said it. But all these speculations were going on in media for quite some time. How the leader of the opposition could start by observing that the government has reduced to minority the moment left parties withdrew support. He depended on the figures, known figures of the respective parties, as I depended on the known figures of the respective parties. Rest of the things were on speculation. As leader of the opposition speculated that government has been reduced to minority the moment left parties withdrew support. Therefore, some of the UPA leaders might have speculated that there will be some abstentions or some absentees. It is mere speculation. Beyond that, I would not like to make any comment.
You're saying it's up to the speaker now. Both the left and the BJP have demanded that the tapes should be made public, the tapes on which certain MPs are alleged to have made offers of bribes. Should Indian people get a chance to see these tapes?
I am afraid there is a legal procedure. There is law of the land. As per law of the land, if any criminal act takes place, matters should be investigated. After investigation, the culprit should be prosecuted. In any case, this is the course of action to be taken.
So you're saying tapes should not be made public?
I am not commenting anything. What I am commenting that law should take its own course of action.
But sir, in the interest of political transparency, do you not believe Indians have a right to see what's on these tapes?
When the matter will be tried in the court, in our system, all criminal trials take place in open court. So people will come to know. But in the process of investigation, if something is to be kept confidential for some time, I do not mind, because investigation is more important.